actually this paragraph is how to say, not paragraph, or the 7 verses, these verses. So, omniscient Mother, please protect them. Apart from the 2 kinds of omniscient wisdom. So we already talked lots this morning. Buddha has 2 different kinds of omniscient wisdom. So these 2 kinds of omniscient wisdom understand absolute truth and relative truth, understanding true truth. So all this, everything is subsumed into the true truth. So think about the samsara and the nirvana. We don't have any third part, samsara or nirvana, right? So same thing, everything is included true truth. Relative truth is whatever usually we perceiving. That is all relative truth. Absolute truth is the nature of the phenomena. So nature of phenomena is emptiness, unborn dharma dharta. That is the all beyond our thoughts, perceptions. Just what we receiving, all this, everything is a relative truth right now. Page 118. So no, there is no separate atomic or relative truth to speak of. So if we don't have these 2 omniscient wisdom, then there is no separate atomic or relative truth to speak of. Means then we don't understand what is relative truth, what is absolute truth. If we don't know true truth, what is the problem? Then we don't know which one is we have to give up, which one is we have to, is not abandon. Like which one is we discard, which one is like we accepting. So the Buddha, I already shared you this morning lots about the Buddha's story. He found the path, means not finding the relative, actually found absolute truth. But of course, relative truth, of course, too, his understanding really interdependent. His understanding cause and effect, a subtle level, clearly understand. So I already shared you this morning, that time India has many different religions. All religions follow the creator gods. So if you follow the creator gods, what is problem? It's not true truth. And not relative truth, no absolute truth. That is like kind of just logically, if you use relative truth logic, you cannot approving. You use logic absolute truth, cannot approving. So main point is not make sense. Anyway, like relative truly no make sense, absolute truly no make sense. Think about it, if you have the someone God create, then why we have the human beings work so hard to get things? Let them God get us, give for us, right? See, relative truly no make sense. And absolute truly, of course, then nothing is permanently inherently exist there. So we recognize everything is a causes of conditions. There, if you really wanted to know more cause conditions, then you have to study Abhidhamma. It's the talk about different kind of causes, different kind of conditions, so many there. So this all comes together, then this nature is arising, or this nature is arising. This condition has, didn't come together, then nothing is like possible. Can you hear or no? Can you hear, right? My voice is like this, cutting or no? No, yeah, thank you, that's correct. Yeah, I think so, like this a little bit. So the wireless has emotion today. I'm okay, but my wireless has emotions. That's why. Okay, so now actually the who created this creator is outer level, inner level, two things. Outer level is all followed by elements, five elements. Inner level or is followed by our, aggregates, emotions. So that is not anything related to the gods, permanent gods. Permanent gods cannot do anything. It's useless actually. If we accept a permanent gods, then that is against actually like democracy. So then permanent God has 100% power to control everyone. Yeah. So the main point is democracy means like God not control us. So we are controlled by our own emotions. And our emotions, we create our emotions. We can let go our emotions. That's we can do ourselves. So we can find the truth, the path. And then have to follow the true truth. So relative truth and absolute truth. Relative truth, we have to create accumulation merit. Absolute truth, one day we can realize that. So long as we are in the relative truth, this all the cause and effections. We have cause and effect, cause and effect. As long as we are in the relative truth, we have cause and effect. So then that time we are in the samsara. So we are in samsara, we have these 6 different kind of sufferings. And then these 6 different kind no affect us. That means like we are already getting the nirvana, absolute truth. So that is like also dependent, us, because like our mind is followed by the emotions, controlled by emotions. Then this karma cause and affected us. We have these 6 different kind of sufferings. That time we are in the samsara. So one day we release our emotions, then that time these 6 different kind of sufferings cannot affect it, and we get nirvana. So that is the absolute truth. So absolute truth is actually beyond us. Relative truth is some level we understand, but not a subtle level, but gross level we understand. Because you work very hard and you can get, like paychecks, and you study very hard, you get good grade. So think that all is followed by also cause and effect. And that is also, see, cause and effect. That is the karma cause and effect. That is the gross level. And then we see all the people who does good things. Everybody said that is a good person. That's also karma cause and effect. It's a cause and effect. And that's also gross level. Someone always speak nice, tone nice, smiling, and everybody like that person, and everybody wanted to be friend. That's also cause and effect. So then you hit somebody, they're also going to hit you, right? You say some harsh word to somebody, they're also going to reply you same. Exactly. So that's also cause and effect right over there. Yeah. And this morning I share you lots about Buddha's story. And one king, and he don't know the cause and effect. He said especially he don't understand the direct cause and effect directly in this life happening. He said could be okay, like do something in this life, maybe could be good happening future life. So maybe this life is due to previous life. So it's My phone is just answer giving something. She said, I don't understand. Sarah no understand the Dharma teaching. So the king says like, and say, this life is like due to the previous life. Future life is like up to in this life, but he said he don't understand the cause effects. You know, the result is happening in this life. So then he asked Buddha, show me something. You do something happening in this life, cause and effect. So then, and there's one when king is come into the Buddha's true heart area, and he sit on the road. One monk is teaching for many people there group, and so he really like the teaching. He come in, and the Buddha, of course, Buddha has a clairvoyance. He knows what happened, and then king asked these questions. So Buddha told him, "Do you see the someone teaching in the road on the road?" He said, "Yes, I saw. Do you like that?" Yeah, he said he really liked that teaching. So he wanted to receive the teaching from that. His Buddha told him, "You respect that one?" He said, "Yes." Then Buddha told him, "Who that you know who's it, that person?" He said he don't know who's that. So then Buddha told him that person is, and the lower case, and Buddha, give the monks vows, he's become monk, and the king and the all other people very upset because due to that. So Buddha told him, okay, this is that person, that person, lower case, who is become in the monk. So no, you're going to respect him. He said yes. See, when he's not educated, he don't have the qualities. That time is your subject. He's the lower case. So now he's become monk. He practice three tanning. So three tanning is morality. Uh, thing is lava shirap lava. So morality and meditation and wisdom. So the person practice three tenets called three tenets, like three follow he practice three things: morality, meditate, and wisdom. So now that person get knowledge, and maybe he get higher level, realize something. So then the no the Buddha told him, what are you going to do with him? He said, I respect him, so I can offer food and I can take him, invite his my palace. See, the Buddha told him that is the karma is happening in this life, you know. So that's where he introduced to karma happening in this life. Do you get or no? Mostly everyone is, I can
Yes,
see
I
slow
think
moving.
so. Yes. Yeah.
So my voice here, right? It's okay.
It's okay.
Okay, my feeling is you didn't hear very well. Long as you hear, so then that's great. And for the sentient beings, then in samsara, who do not understand the teaching on the true truths and who are lost in ignorance about the meaning of karma, we are invoking the wisdom of the true truth in the relative truth form of Mother Tara. So the sentient beings, stuck in samsara. Why we are stuck in samsara? Because we don't understand these true truths. We don't know the relative truth. We don't follow the cause and the effect. We don't know the absolute truth. So due to our ignorance about the meaning, that's why we create no virtuous karma. So that's about the meaning of karma. We are invoking the wisdom of the true truth in the relative truth of from Mother Tara. So now, uh, So then Tara is effort for us. So many beings like don't understand the true truth, and due to ignorance, that reason, so we are evoking the wisdom of the true truth, means like Tara is effort to us, because Tara has this omniscient wisdoms. Why is Tara is effort to form body, see relative to the of the form Tara, because helping for us, we are stuck in samsara. We are stuck in samsara. We are endless suffering due to the ignorance. We don't understanding true truth. So who has omniscient this wisdom? Who has this true truth, omniscient wisdom? So that is absolute truth, Tara. So that Tara is effort to form body, relative truth, Tara, and see that's why truth the form of the mother Tara, and we are praying. Then we pray to the Tara. We are praying for the Tara protection to destroy all the seed of ignorance. So with supplication to Tara, please destroy my ignorance. And we are suffering in samsara. The reason is because due to the ignorance. We don't understand the cause and the effect. We don't understand the absolute truth. So we don't understand the true truth. Then Tara has true truth wisdom, understanding true truth, true kind of wisdoms Tara has. So that is absolute truth, Tara, effort to form body, relative truth, Tara, with supplication to Tara, please help us, protect us, pray for protect to destroy all these seeds of the ignorance regarding the true reality of phenomena. So, and then we, put us supplication to Tara, we understanding true truth. If we understanding true truth, what happened? Then we get true omniscience. True omniscience, then we can understanding absolute truth. We understanding relative truth. So through the relative truth, we can benefit others. Understanding absolute truth, we are our own realization, get our own realization, benefit us. Yeah, if we realize absolute truth, we are liberating. So we know the relative truth, we can benefit many other beings. So that's why we supplication to Tara. Okay, so that is the that's just omniscient mother, please protect them. Protect them or protect us. I think protect us is better, right? Other words, we have to protect us. And so that is the already finished the main teachings. Part 2 is finished. Part 2. So when we follow this supplication to Tara, is we create part 1, part 2, part 3. So part 1 is virtue in the beginning. So part 1 is virtue in the beginning, is homage in the meaning of a theater, and homage to the Tara. Then part 2 is virtue in the middle. That section has a generally depiction of a Dharma Dharta. General means like just main point, or this supplication to Tara main point teaching. That is the first verses. Then second verses is extensively explanation of a Dharma Dharta. We explain more extensively. Then third verses is a force of negative emotions. We have a Buddha nature. We don't recognize. The problem is because we have emotions. Due to emotions, we don't recognize our nature, and we are endless suffering in samsara. So that is the third verses, force of the negative emotions. Then fifth verses is cultivating wisdom through the listening, completing, and meditating. So fourth verses is create wisdom, the listening, first listening, and then cultivating and meditating. So then fifth verses is mindfulness and awareness through the meditative experience. Sixth is a defect of dualistic, grasping in the necessity of dissolving duality. So we already finished that sections. So now we are the part three, virtue at the conclusion section. Part three, virtue at the conclusion is Dharma Dharta is showing to be equalness. For the conclude section, Dharma Dharta is shown to be equalness. The first line of the seventh verses of the supplication reads. So this is the seventh, the last section verses. The root text is Tridar Namkan Sinyeki. Tridar Namkan Sinyeki. So English is like the nature of space. Everything is like same as the space, emptiness, nature of space, which is beyond all conceptual limits. Everything is beyond us. So the main point is already we shared the teaching or the up there, lots talk about this, beyond all conceptual limits. Because absolute truth is beyond us, beyond our thoughts, beyond our capacity. So that's a section we share lots already. So now, thing is the Panjaparimita Abhisamaya Alankara. So that is come from this text, Panjaparimita Abhisamaya Alankara. It's a very important text. It's Buddha Maitreya taught this teaching. So in the Sheda, this topic takes many years. This book is have to study that. Actually, that book is the hardest topic, and it takes many years to study or complete finish this teaching. Also, depending, which Sheda you goes, and this section has this Abhisamaya Alankara has homage to Buddha, beginning one, fourth sentence, homage to Buddha. So I heard that, I don't know the Gelug tradition, what usually that does, but I heard the homage to Buddha, the fourth sentence in this teaching, fourth sentence beginning, they have to study like 1 year or 2 years for only that. So do you believe that? See, only the fourth sentence, something like that. So have to study like takes years. But Kaju, like Nyingma tradition, they don't do like that. Just they explain, and maybe a couple of days, takes a couple of days. But then in the Gelug tradition, they're doing lots of debating, and stay there is like very long time. I heard that, but I really don't know exactly. So that Panjaparimita Abhisamaya Alankara is a very important text we have to study in the Sheda. So that book, what this is, since there is no separation in the basic space of phenomena, to separate into different classes is not valued. So there is no separation. Where is no separation? This is talking about in the absolute truth. In the absolute truth, no separation. in the basic space of phenomena. So basic space of phenomena is actually unborn Dharma Dharma. In unborn Dharma Dharma, since there's no separation, all is the same. So that means like all these Buddhas in the unborn Dharma Dharma, no separations, all are same. No separations in that basic space of phenomena. So then, long as you get realization, absolute truth, then no separation. It's always become same. So this all the Buddhas in the absolute truth, no separable. Only in the relative truth is separable. That is our perception. In the absolute truth, Dharma Dharma, all these deities, Buddhas are not separable. It's the same. So think about whatever you see. There's so many different kind of trees, different kind of plants. If they all burned, fire burned everything, that's always become ash. You know, that time you don't see them separate. So like that, you know, one day everything is get in the same real, absolute in this absolute truth. When we have that realization, who get that realization, become everything's inseparable. So all the Buddhas the same there, no difference. We can see so many different kind of like ice, you know, blocks. So when they're in the merge into the ocean, they are not separable because it's all is the same. So snow's water or this ice is water, doesn't matter which kind of like ice blocks water is become into the ocean, it's all is the same. So like that, you know, in the absolute truth, it's all is the same, no separable. Since there is no separation in the basic space of phenomena, so to separate into different classes is not a valid means. Actually only the one absolute truth. They don't have many absolute truth. Their highest level is only one liberation, not many different liberations. So we sometimes we say ahats, Pakika Buddhas liberate, but they are not really final liberation. So final liberation is only one, and they are just one state, ahats and Pakika Buddhas, just kind of like the safe place, but not ready to highest level and you know, liberation state. So that's the reason they don't have many separate liberations. The 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 reason is because all this nature of phenomena is one nature. They don't have many different natures, one nature. Same, everything is emptiness. So just think about it, like we see so many different kind of like object in the relative truth, but there's all object reality is emptiness. It's all is become one nature, no difference. Relatively, so many different kind of forms. So this main point is here is, and the liberation is only one. There are not many different kind of liberations because it's a natural phenomena. Absolute truth is only one absolute truth. They don't have many absolute truth. So that's the reason you cannot think like, oh, Tara has another different liberation, Chinrezek has another different liberation, Vajrasattva has another different pure different liberation. So that's all our creative thought, but actually up there is like all these Buddhas become same thing, nothing different, all is the same. Okay, they don't take the different path, they all take the same path to become same liberation, like no higher, no lower, all is become same. Since there is no separation in the basic space of phenomena, to separate into different classes is not valued. The true meaning of Dharma Dharto, beyond conceptual limitation, is inseparability beyond all extremes. The absolute truth is beyond everything, like our capacity. So that is inseparability beyond all extremes. From nowhere did it originate in the beginning. So where is this all this object is come from? Where is this all sentient beings come from? So you cannot, from nowhere did it originated in the beginning. You cannot any proving there. Beginning. That's why samsara is like no beginning. If there has some beginnings, like somewhere, then we have pointing, oh, this is originated, the samsara is beginning. Samsara, no beginning. And how many lifetimes you reborn in samsara? Cannot count. Countless. So what that means nowhere did it originate in the beginning. No beginning. Nowhere is it is located in the middle. Where is this middle? Where is it located in the middle? Where is it located? We cannot point it any place originated. Same is just think about the clouds. Where is this cloud come from? Where is this cloud, you know, it's located in the middle. Where is this no? Where is this cloud goes? So you cannot locate it. Like you cannot find. Do you? I don't know. Like scientists, like some things that say it's find the origination come from. Where it goes? Where it's by stay. So there's a, like what we see is from nowhere did it originated in the beginning. Everything like that. So think about where is our emotions come from. Originated at the beginning. When sometimes you have strong anger, where does that come from? So where is it located? Where is it goes after? No come from, no originated, no any located in the middle, nowhere does it goes in the end. So same thing, all these sentient beings, no beginning, no middle, no end. So if you have a beginning, if you have end, then there also has a middle. You don't have a beginning, then cannot have located in the middle. So then nowhere does it go in the end. So original, location, and distinction, these are all worldly ideas merely appearing on the relative plane through the confused perception of beings. So usually see original location and the distinction, these are all worldly ideas. So our idea is worldly ideas. If we have absolute truth ideas, then there's no location, no distinctions. These locations, distinctions, or worldly ideas merely appearing on the relative plane through the confused. That's all is a confused perceptions of beings. That is not truth, no reality. When we prove into the true nature of atomic reality and try to find origin, location, or distinction, it is beyond any limit. So, absolute truly, you use logic and investigate, then you cannot find anything. The confused perception, when we prove into the true nature of atomic reality and try to find or originate location, we try to find something or distinction, it is beyond any limits. Beyond the limits. This nature beyond all conceptual limitations, like the expanse of the sky. So same is like sky, you cannot find anything. Or it's just like, gone. If you don't investigate, you just don't think. So then we think, oh, we are come from our own parents, and we are located. We abide in right now in the U.S., Canada, like this. You can think, when we die, we think we are end, but that is always a delusion. Actually, you use logic, investigate, you cannot find anything. Everything's beyond any limit. The nature beyond all conceptual limitation. Like the expanse of the sky is a spacious, vast, immeasurable openness, unobstructed, undefinable, non-conceptual. So the yogin or yogini who realize the nature free from limitation will naturally become free without realizing this nature once in ordinary being chained to samsara. So this is a very good to practice using meditate. Here is like, three things usually meditators practice. What that does, like, when the meditate is like, try to find origin. First, they try to find origin. Where is I'm come from? Where is my mind? Also, sometimes we look to our mind. Where is my mind? Where is come from? So then, where is located? Where is goes? So these meditators also investigating their own mind. Then philosophers investigating all these phenomena, use this logic. Where is it come from? Where is like find origin? It's location, origin, location, and also where is ghost? Like so it's here the three things most important. Origination, where is origination? In the beginning. So then second is where it's located in the middle. The third is like, where does it go in the end? So you use these three things, your own awareness, watch yourself, investigate your mind, use logically, investigate all these phenomena. So you cannot find anything. Because like this nature beyond all conceptual limitation, like the expanse of the sky. So it's species with immeasurable openness, unobstructed. So this is like the nature of this reality, indefinable, non-conceptual. The yogin or yogini who realize the nature, see, if you understand that, free from limitation, where naturally become free means like free from samsara, they get realization. So get realization because it's emptiness, understanding absolute truth. So when think about when you have just look to yourself, where is that emotion, anxiety, the fears, you know, originated in the beginning? So then look to that, and where does it goes in the end? It's emptiness. We cannot find anything. So then think about our life. Where is our life is like originating in the beginning. So we think when it's mother is born, we think it's we are beginning. But that is actually delusion. The unborn dharma, that means birth is not exist. Because I is also not exist. Then how can be I is born? They all the way think about until like, you know, many years, like all is gone. Everything's emptiness. Nothing we can show, nothing we can point, nothing we can proving. It's all is gone. So future also exactly like that. Then we think is we have a present. Present also actually not exist. Present moment it cannot be exist. It's past and the future actually they don't exist. Present. If you really look to subtle level, present moment, this very subtle, the present moment is not exist, or part of past or part of future, you know. So that means like, where is I located? Where is where I come from? Not come from anywhere, not any located in the middle, and not going anywhere in the end. So we are not exist. Think about where this TV people, you show the movies, where it's come from, where it's abide, where it's goes. It's always just a delusion. You know, they are not exist there. So like that. This all condition arise or it comes there, but gone, conditions gone or it's gone. So you watch the movie, or this condition arise, people are there, people are play, whatever way you can see, the talks, the dust things, looks like everything exists, but you really think about look to that, it's all is emptiness. It's nobody in the TV. Not possible anyone in the TV, you know. And watch the TV, like movie, like so many people die. They are actually not dying. No one dying there. So all is our delusion. So that's the where you have to understand the emptiness. Emptiness is like everything is created by the so many causes of connections. So there comes together appear to everything. The cause conditions, compound of phenomena that go to separate, it's always gone, dissolved. Okay, so now that's enough there. The yogin or yogini who realize the nature free from limitation will naturally become free. Without realizing this nature, so if we don't understand the absolute truth, we don't know the emptiness, one is an ordinary being chained to samsara, then we are stuck in samsara. If we take the cruise of this pond, and orange, it into a traditional logic formula, it would sound like this. Subject phenomena that appear drastically. Subject the phenomena that appear drastically. Predicate. So when we debate, we use this word, the subject, predicate, proof, and the logic. So these four things have to follow together. First is like when you debate, like you needed to say, okay, this all phenomena, you know, like that's the subject. Subject is a phenomena that appear drastically. So we say all this phenomena, whatever appear to us, is drastic. So that is our subject. We have to approve that. If I say that, I have to approve that logically. You know, if I don't approve that, then my debate is incorrect. What I say is incorrect. So if I say, okay, all these phenomena that appear, whatever appear to us is drastically, means whatever this everything is drastic. I say that I have to approve. How to approve that? Predicate. In fact, they are free from all conceptual limits like arising and such. So this all is whatever we see, this object is unborn, actually unborn. In fact, they are free from all concept limits, means unborn, like arising and such. Whatever arises is not born, not there. So then, why is this thing not born? Proof, because they are dependently arising. Everything is dependently arising. Nothing is independently arising. If dependently arising means you're not arising independently, you're not arising independently, dependently arising is just, or it's the same as the television, you know, TV like shows. Dependently arising is the same as the moon is a reflection in the water. The moon is really in the water? No, because dependently arising there. You know, you look, investigate, is not there. If something permanently exists, must have to have arise independently. If you have born, then you have, if you have born, like, then you need born independently. If you born independently, then this you are exist. You are permanently exist. If you are not born independently, then you are not exist, because you are followed by causes, conditions, compound of phenomena. It's, you are dependently arising. Dependently arising is not exist there. Why not exist? Like, we investigate, where is exist? You look closely and investigate, it's not there exist. Independently arising, then investigate, is there. You know, dependently arising means like when we investigate, it's not there, because it's all is delusion. That's why it's, you are not exist there. That's why all this phenomena is emptiness. Everything is arising dependently. So who shared this teaching? Only Buddha taught, interdependent. No one talked before Buddha. It's only Buddha, when he realized, he said, I found the path. So then he taught all these teachings interdependent. That means like logically approving, no problem with the science. So dependently, everything is dependently arising. So that Buddha said that, that's why I told you this morning, Buddha understanding all these technologies, this science, everything. So no any obstacle with science. Buddha's teachings, no any go with science obstacle, because it's like Buddha's teaching is science. He said everything's arising, the interdependently, not God create. No one create. This everything is dependently arising. Dependently arising is approving. You cannot find anything independently arising. Inner sentient beings, auto level is all this phenomena object. Nothing is independently arising. Everything is dependently arising. When it's dependently arising, then no one create. Everything is followed by causes, conditions. So Buddha, the main teaching is everything is arising from the causes, conditions. Everything. Then that teaching is Buddha. It's or it's whatever causes condition arise. Then you know, when cause conditions finish, then you get cessation, free from samsara, suffering. So that have 4 sentences. Actually, that's 4 sentences. That's long time ago in the Buddhist, all these monasteries, everywhere, the write these 4 sentences. In India, all these ancient monasteries. In Tibet, also these monasteries, they usually they write the 4 sentence. These 4 sentences talk about the karma, cause, and the effect. We have like one stick, like long one. Sometimes the monks hold, you know, like this very long one, and so this the one monk hold that stick, and that stick also write this 4 sentence letter there, and also the monastery doors and up the door they also write that letter. So that all letters writing is like cause and effect, cause and effect. Everything is karma, cause. All this phenomena is cause and effect. So who taught that teaching? Gebjong Chenpo means like Buddha, you know, who taught truth. That person taught. Who taught truth is Buddha. Is taught is truth. And then is this cause condition is gone, then cessation is there. So like kind of like that, the words explain. I don't know how to exactly explain the use English. So anyway, the words is very beautiful, the Tibetan writing. It's very popular. So that's also talk about kind of like this, you know, interdependent. Everything cause interdependent. So analogy is like reflection. Okay, so because they are dependently arising, see, everything is dependently arising. Nothing is permanently arising. So you approve when dependently arising, then everything is emptiness. Everything is follow the cause and the effect. Analogics, like reflections or like shapes and forms of the unconditional scar. So then, see, everything is the same is reflection. Reflections, you can see there, but it's condition, dependingly reflection into there, but actually no exist there. So you use the mirrors, you can use like 1,000 mirrors, you put 1,000 form bodies goes every mirror, right? If you have 1,000 mirrors, your form bodies become 1,000. 1,000. So that is independently arising or dependently arising. It's dependently arising, right? Dependently arising. That really you have 1,000 people there? No, we don't have 1,000. Even we not exist one. So how can you have 1,000 there? So we have to think that way, understanding emptiness. Then, like shapes and forms of the unconditioned scar. Same as the everything is scar unconditioned. The reason phenomena are dependently arising is explained by Lord Jamso as follows. Lord Jamso is like Lord Jamso Shipale means like the person's name is Lord Jamso. Lord is knowledge, Jamso is like vast. So as follows, he asked this kind of supplication to Buddha as teaching. So then Buddha taught teaching. So that's why it's the person's name. Uh, in the Buddha's teaching, sometimes the book name is like how many verses there. They put the name is like the title is like how many verses there. So they use like that, like 400, standing like middle way something. 400 verses in Ayan Deva has the middle way teaching. So then the book name also 400 verses. Uh, 7 supplication means 7 verses. So that's why the name is 7 verses. Kind of like that, this also sometimes we call 7 verses means so 7 verses. That's why book title is, the teaching's name is the 7 verses. Sometimes like the title is followed by the who supplication to Buddha as teaching. So they put that person. Sometimes the book title is a subject. What is the subject? Then that is in the title. Sometimes where is the Buddha talk to teaching, the place name. The place name is they put in the book title. So that kind of, many different, when Buddha talk to teachings, put the titles. So in this Lord Jamso is like person's name. So he supplication to Buddha as teaching. So that's why the whole teaching name is his name, the person's name. Whatever is dependently arising, whatever dependently arising is devoid of any intrinsic self-nature. So then dependently arising is devoid of any intrinsic self-nature. Nothing is exists there. And further on, so it's more explained, whatever is born from conditions is unborn. So no, you understand, right? Unborn means you are born the condition or no? If you are born in the condition, then you are not born really. We are born is from the condition, of course. So many conditions. That's why we're born. So that means really not born. if you are born, then independently you have to born. If you born independently, then you have intrinsic self-nature. You have intrinsic self-nature. But you was born dependently arising. So that's the reason avoid of any intrinsic self-nature. And whatever is born from conditions is unborn, not born. For it is, has no nature of birth whatsoever. So that is not really nature of birth whatsoever. Just think about it. In the TV, you put all this electricity, all this condition comes, the TV people, you know, in there comes shows, display, where they are born. Not born, because all these conditions causes conditions, so many dependent, that's why they arise. The dependently they arise, they are not really is self intrinsic there. Do you get confusion or no? I know the sender want to ask questions. So for it has no nature of birth whatsoever. This quote is really great. If we wanted to know the emptiness, and also this subject, predicate, proof, analogy, the reason. So these things, like when we debate, you must have to have this everything. Otherwise, your debate is not correct. So you say something like no exist, then you have to proving that. So use logically, you have to proving that. Just saying like everything is not exist permanently. How that everything is not permanently exist, because we see everything looks like exist there. Then say, oh, everything is not permanently exist because everything is dependently arising. That means, oh yeah, so many causal conditions are not really there, independently anything there. So then you recognize, yeah, so that is not exist there. So all is dependent conditions. So this example is all encompassing. This example, what we talked here is for it has no nature of birth whatsoever. That can approving that reason is example is all confessing the Yuntin Rinpoche means another Buddha's teaching, Zu precious treasure of awakening qualities. So that is the book's name. The status in words, sentient beings say things like, I see the sky. So people say, I see the sky. But think about the meaning of this. How can one see the sky? So I say, oh, I can see the sky is blue. You know, you said that. Oh, I see the sky. Today's sky has something going on. So always people say, I see the sky. You look that's really carefully, think about. But think about the meaning of this. How can one see the sky? How they can see the sky? So you cannot see the scar because scar space is not exist. So that means like words sentient being say things like I see the space. But think about the meaning of this. How can you see the space? Space is not exist, emptiness. That's why you can move. You know, you can breathe. Airplanes can fly. It's not exist. Space is empty. But people say, I see the space. The Tathagata has shown this to be the case. So Buddha shows same like this to be the case. With any phenomena we see, there's no other not for. I could find to explain that seeing. So we cannot find then more than any explains. So you say I see the space, then how you see the space? You cannot really find more reasons, anything. So through this logical proofs, this is a logic in proving, we see that the object of refutation, namely inherent existence, and its orthosistic, orthistic, right? Orthesis.
Antithesis.
Dependent origination. Antithesis.
Antithesis.
Okay. Dependently origination. Antithesis. Okay, antithesis. Thank you. Are mutually exclusive. This prove the two are contradictory. So through this logic proves, think about, we see that the object of refusion, namely inherent existence, and its antithesis, dependent origination. So these two is like cannot be together because it's a contradiction each other. Something is inherently existence and its antithesis. So then dependently origination, these two are mutually exclusive. This prove the two are contradictory. These two is a contradiction. So cannot be together. If something inherently existing, permanently existing, that is cannot be dependently origination. Something is dependently origination, it cannot be inherently exist. So now think about the order before the Buddha's teaching, the before Buddha, the many different religions, their gods is permanent. That's the inherently existing the gods is. Their gods create. Something inherently existing gods, how can create other things? Because something is inherently existing that cannot change, must be always the same. When they create, no create, that means changing, you know. So then they create, how can they create permanently? Cannot create anything permanently, inherently. So that's why it's like who accept this inherently exist kind of permanently creator. So that is logically cannot approving. So something permanent inherently exists, they cannot create, they cannot change. Create it means like you have to do actions, doing things, you always change. So then dependently origination, Buddha teaching is dependently origination, everything is dependent. So it's always dependently arising. That means like no creator gods there. Dependently arising, then it's dependently arising, nothing is permanently exist. Everything is impermanent. Everything is interdependent. Everything is emptiness. This proves as the two are contradictory. So the second line of 7th verse reads, 탐제 대당 열미, the reality of all condition phenomena is no different from that. So the reality of all condition phenomena is no different from that. Means everything is all is the same nature, no difference. So when one realizes all phenomena are empty, one realizes also that all phenomena from all the way up to the omniscient state of Buddhahood are inseparable in equanimity. So who has understanding emptiness, then that person understanding all the phenomena is emptiness. If you think about it, if you recognize one person is not self-arising to born, just you recognize one person, individual, one person, you recognize dependently arising. So dependently arising is unborn. You recognize one person is like, dependently arising is unborn. Then you, all these human beings, you already understand the whole thing. You don't have to follow by one. So you recognize one person is dependently arising. That person dependently arising is devoid of any intrinsic self-nature. So then whatever is born from condition is unborn. One person like, so for it has no nature of birth whatsoever, you recognize, then all these human beings, you understanding no one is born. Then you understanding all these animals, same thing. So then you recognize all these 6 realms beings are the same thing. You don't have to one by one say, oh, you are dependently arising, you are independently arising. So you recognize one person is dependently arising, then you know all human beings dependently arising. So you understanding all these human beings dependently arising, these human beings are born from the condition is unborn. So that means like not really exist there. Then you really know the emptiness, understanding emptiness. So now, from all the way up to the omniscient state of Buddhahood. So you know the one thing is like emptiness. You have that realized. The one realized also that all phenomena from form all the way up to the omniscient state of Buddhahood. Then you know even Buddha's omniscient. So we talk about the Buddha natures. That's also emptiness, not permanent, are inseparable in equanimity. All the different objects have the same nature, emptiness. And from that perspective, there is no division or separation that can be made. For example, a cloth of the 5 colors can be divided by color, but if that cloth is burnt, the ash become indistinguishable from one another. So you have like 5 colors cloth. When you burn in the fire, it's already become all ash. So you cannot find difference there. So relatively, we have so many different kind of form, phenomena, things. But when one day you get absolute realize everything is emptiness, then nothing is you see different separations, or it's become same. Things that, so Aryan Deva said, things that differ from one another. In number of us, appearance are like cloth. You know, everything is the same as a cloth. When burned up by the fire of emptiness, there is no division at all to be found in the ash. Do you believe that or no? Makes sense, right? So we recognize emptiness, then all this phenomena is become, we know all is the same nature. In other words, things right now may appear different from one another because of passing conditions. So we can see so many diversity things, diversity sentient beings, because of passing conditions. In reality, in the absolute truth, however, there is only one nature, not diverse natures, just as eyes can take a number of different formations. But when it is melted down, we see that it has always been water, inseparable. That also makes sense, right? Yes. Okay. So now the next one is Tadong Home Kanzala. But all disciples who are beginner on the path have not yet realized it. Everything is actually absolute truth, it's the same nature, no difference. But also, but all disciples who are beginners on the path who have not yet realized, who don't recognize all is the same nature, same one absolute truth. Although on the atomic level, this is the true nature of phenomena, on the relative true level of mere experiences, for those students who have yet to realize this nature. So although on the atomic level, this is the true nature, absolute truly is all is emptiness, or phenomena are emptiness. But relative truth, on the relative true level of mere experience. So relative is our own experience. So usually our perceptions. For those students who have yet to realize this nature, they don't understand this nature. Same nature, everything is dependently arising, they don't know. So now, Yon Zosang Yeji chapter, so we pray to Tara for them. So that is the shortest, this is the shortest explanation in the root text. So far, right? We have 7 supplication to Tara, 7 verses. So 7 verses, each verse is a 4 sentence. Each sentence we explain this commentary. This sentence is the shortest, the commentary. Do you recognize that? So this is not much to explain. See, Tadong Loma Kanzal means, but all disciples who are beginners can on the path have not yet realized it. So, although on the atomic level, this is the true nature of phenomena, on the relative truth level of mere appearances, for those students who have not yet to realize this nature. So that's why it's Yom Zosang Yeje chapter so. So, oh perfect enlightened mother, Buddha, please protect us. So we don't recognize, we don't realize. So we supplication to perfect mother, perfect enlightened mother, Buddha. So note the above epithet refers to the sublime mother of all four illustrious levels awakening. Here is the above epithets refer to the sublime mother of all four illustrious levels of awakening. So mother means like four awakening, four illustrious levels of awakening. So who's the illusory four different levels? Shavaka, Pakika Buddha, second, Bodhisattva is third, is fourth is Buddhas. So where they are come from, they all come from above, come from is in home or enlightening quality are fully perfected. So so that's is come from this is Mother Tara. Mother Tara is mother is like Ambong Dharmadartha. Where this Shavaka, Pachika, Bodhisattva, Buddhas come from. It's perfection of Ambong Dharmadartha. Mother, you know, Tara means like absolute truth Tara. So this that means like Shavaka also need some levels understanding emptiness. Otherwise, there cannot be Shavaka. Pakika Buddhas also the some levels they have to understand the emptiness. Otherwise, there cannot be Pakika Buddhas. Then, of course, Bodhisattvas, Buddhas must have to have understanding emptiness. So this main point is where this Buddha, these four different illusory come from. All these four different illusories come from Ambong Dharmadartha Mother, absolute truth Mother. Shavakas, Pakika Buddhas also have need realization. They have selflessness person realized. So that's also they understand the emptiness. If they don't have that realization, then they cannot be in the get liberation. They're stuck in samsara because who has strong self, that means like you don't understand anything about interdependent and emptiness. So you have strong self and I, they cannot get liberate. This Shavaka, Pachika Buddhas liberate already, but not final liberation, but actually they already liberate. Why they get liberate? Because they also have some level understanding this, you know, absolute truth. Which kind they understand absolute truth? They have understand, they have realization, the, you know, selflessness of a person. So they have realized the selflessness of a person, then that means like they recognize their whole body like crown to feet is all that is they recognize the component of phenomena. They realize their self is no exist. So then they get realize the selflessness of a person. That's why they liberate. Then Bodhisattvas, not only they recognize this selflessness of a person, they recognize selflessness of phenomena. All this phenomena is not exist. All this phenomena is interdependently arising. Interdependently arising is not permanent, just it's temporary. It's all these temporary things, emptiness. So then they realize all this is emptiness, all this phenomena is emptiness, all the self is emptiness, then they realize the selflessness of a person, selflessness of a phenomena, they can liberate Buddhahood. So Bodhisattvas, Buddha says, they can't realize all this phenomena is emptiness. They recognize that. That's why this enlightening quality, Buddhas and Bodhisattvas in whom all enlightening quality are fully perfected. Who is free from all obscurations, like someone waking up from sleep. So who is free from this samsara? Someone has a perfect qualities, quality of fully perfected. Who is free from all obscurations, like someone waking up from sleep. So who's free from wake up the ignorance? It's Buddha. Is already purified ignorance. Like someone wake up from sleep and who embodies the fully realization of unborn nature like a lotus flower in fully bloom. So then Buddha's wisdom is fully, fully bloom. The reason is Buddha has already fully realization, fully realization. He has fully realization, then he has all this fully the qualities arise. Where these qualities arise also is all dependent. That's why he is fully realized. So we have to some movement. I get also sleepy really. We have to do a little bit chair yoga. Mm. Really sleepy. Inhale. Reaching the sky. Exhale. Inhale. Reaching. Exhale. Inhale again. Inhale again. Exhale. Twist to the right side. Low to the right shoulder. Inhale, exhale. Breathe. Inhale again in this left. Reach in the sky. Exhale. Twist to the left side. Low to the left shoulder. Breathing and exhale. Don't hold the breath. Inhale, reach in the sky. Exhale, twist to the right side, low to the right shoulder. Inhale, reach in the sky. Twist to the right side, low to the right shoulder. Here again. Reaching the sky. Twist to the left shoulder, low to the left, twist to the left, low to the left shoulder. Here again. Here, reaching the sky. Here, open the heart like this. Breathe and release. Inhale again. Reaching the sky. Exhale, open your heart. Inhale. Exhale, open the heart. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hold your two hand holding the shoulders, touching the shoulders. Like this. Okay, some more. You put your hand in this. Video is posting start. Okay, so no, that's enough, I think. This some sections are teaching is like really sleepy. I didn't recognize what I'm doing. I think I did lots of mistakes. Do you hear any mistakes? No? Okay, thank you.
Perfectly right.
Great job.
Okay.
Thank you.
So then I live in the King teaching. Sleeping, then King teaching, no problem, right? Some teachers like that. I saw the like they're just sleeping and then they go and then teaching. They go sleep and they come back. It's that no confused. Just follow directly whatever they teach. This video is she can you hear correctly or no? Stuck, right?
It's okay. It just buffers a little bit.
I'm going to change it.
It's not bad.
Yeah, I'm going to change it to the Wi-Fi, maybe. What is this Wi-Fi? Okay. So I come back. Sorry about. So this is this section right now is we're talking about perfect enlightened Mother Buddha, please protect us. So talking about Buddha's qualities, all thing, like what means Buddha. So the above epithet refer to the sublime mother of all four illustrious level of waking: Shavaka, Pakika Buddha, Bodhisattva, and Buddha. Buddhas in whom or enlightened quality are fully perfected. So now we supplication to Tara. So Tara is Buddha, and usually we call Mother Tara. Why we are called Mother Tara? All these four illustrious come from the born from the absolute truth, the Tara. So just we already talked about the beginning. Born Mother Dharma means like we recognize our absolute true nature. That is the absolute truth, the Tara. So who realized that all these waking Buddhas come from? So that's why I call the mother. Mother is like actually absolute truth. Absolute truth. Who has realized absolute truth? Then all these waking Buddhas come from. Then in home or enlightening qualities. Then Tara has all these enlightening qualities are fully perfected. So Tara's enlightening qualities are fully perfected. This is not only Tara, just all the Buddhas means like Yadam Dedis has this fully perfected quality are fully perfected. Who is free from all obscurations? Like someone waking up from sleep. So who wake up sleep, then the free all the obscurations gone means the sleeping, this dream or something, they're all gone. You sleep. And who embody the full realization of unborn nature like a lotus flower in full bloom. So quality is the same as like fully arise, same as the lotus flower in fully bloom. But the power of overcoming the true obscurations, the true self purpose of opening up to the unconditioned state is fully realized in here. So then by the power of overcoming the true obscurations, I say the by the power of overcoming the true obscurations, the true self purpose of opening up to the unconditioned state is fully realized in here. So Tara already purified these two obscurations, fully rapiding all the qualities, Buddha's qualities. But the power of realized compassion and bodhicitta and her awakening mind stream. So awakening mind stream is like the fully realization, get fully realization. So this is fully realization, fully realized in here. And these two things, by the power of realize the compassion, bodhicitta in here, waking mind stream, he appear in the form body of the benefit of others, sambhogayana form bodies. So Tara is become a little bit confused here. Sorry about that. So she has true quality arise. The true quality is like the kind of like her own benefit for other beings. What is her own benefit is by the power and then true self purpose of opening up to unconditional state is fully realized in here. So that means here she realized absolute truth. That is the purpose of in here means the Tara's her own realization. The recognized true nature, fully realization. So that is actually own benefit. And we are also become Buddha, we are own benefit and others benefit. Our own benefit is we have become fully realized ourselves. So that is called our own benefits. Fully realized in here means the own benefits. That means like we become realized is Dharmakaya, fully realization. But the power of realizing, this is for benefit for others. Benefit for others is full power of realizing compassion and bodhicitta. In here, awakening mind stream. Then what happens? She appears to form bodies. So not only Tara, also this is referred to Tara. Actually, even we are fully realized our own benefit, we recognize our own nature, and also we appear to benefit for other beings because due to our compassion and bodhicitta. So it's a purpose for others' benefit. Benefit of others, Sambhogakaya form, adorned with the marks and the signs and the characterized by the five certainty and the spirit Namanakaya emanations, emanating the 12 enlightening deeds. So one day we have become Buddha. Of course, we get these two qualities. One is our own benefit. Is we have fully realized. We are realized our own nature is we have become Dharmakaya Buddha. And then another is like when we are fully realized benefit for others. When we get enlightenment, why we can get benefit for others? Because right now we practice love, compassion, bodhicitta. So that rapidly in the we have become Buddha, and that's why we benefit others. We are benefit others. So our forms become Sambhogakaya and Nirmanakaya and benefit others. So Tara also already she's own benefit, she's other beings benefits. She has this to realize. She appears, so Tara is already own benefit and also she going to she benefit others. She appears in form bodies for the benefit of others. Sambhogakaya forms. So Tara is right now we see the form, the Tanka is called Sambhogakaya forms and drawn with the marks and the signs and characterized by the five certainty and the supreme. So five certainty is Sambhogakaya activities. There has five certainties. Five certainties. It's this Buddha Sambhogakaya is only appear to into the pure realms, not in the impure realms. Sambhogakaya means appear to the pure realms. Also, this disabled is realizers, bodhisattvas. That is a true certainty. Then all the teachings is Mahayana teachings. Chingnipa. Nipa ngading, nengipa, tingnipa, chingnipa, kornipa. So how many there we talk to like Nipa is like place. It's not effort to the impure place. Sambonakaya Buddhas. That is the one Nipa. Nipa is a term. I say term. Like term is like also not the thing about degeneration term efforts. Maybe the effort to like the term is a perfect term. Thing about Chingnipa is the teaching is only Mahayana teachings, high level teachings, Chingnipa. And Kornipa is the disciples also high realizers. So that is the 5 certainties. And then body is like form body is Sambonakaya form. So certainty and supreme. Then Namanakaya emanations, anything the 12, then Namanakaya Buddhas like comes anything the 12 enlightening deeds. In this way, she is Dharmakaya Buddha. So no, think about it, each Buddha has these 3 kayas. So they realize their own fully realized is Dharmakaya. And then their forms effort to Sambonakaya benefit high realizers. So that is the Sambonakaya. And then effort to just regular beings' perceptions, that is called Namanakaya Buddhas. And the Buddha Shakyamuni, he has own realized, think about that is called Dhammakaya. And then he effort to the Bodhisattvas perception. He teach for the Bodhisattvas, he can be in the pure place. That is called Sambonakaya. Buddha Shakyamuni has become Sambonakaya for them. Our perception, Buddha Shakyamuni was born Lumbane, he is enlightened in the Bodhigaya, and he taught first teaching in the Varanasi, and he did many teachings like all these activities. That is called Namanakaya. That is our perception. So one Buddha has these all activities, then this is depending the individual's perception. This his own realized is always in the Dharmakaya. But higher level realizers, they perceive the Buddha as Sambonakaya, and the regular beings perceive him, he is the Namanakaya. So Tara is also like that because her own her own realization is she is Dharmakaya, and she is become effort to form is like high level realizers. She is the Sambonakaya, and then regular beings, our perception, she is effort to Namanakaya form bodies to benefit for us. So Namanakaya emanations, anything the 12 enlightening deeds. So then this 12 enlightening deeds, the Buddha Shakyamuni is just example. He did 12 enlightening deeds, but not all the Namanakaya form does like that. So Tara is like effort to Namanakaya form benefit others, many different ways form body to benefit others. So who take this 12 enlightening deeds? So that is the mean Buddha. Same as the Buddha Shakyamuni. So other Buddhas like come to the Namanakaya form body, they don't really take 12 enlightening deeds because they are not mean Buddha, Tara is also can be effort to Namanakaya. She don't have to follow by what Buddha Shakyamuni did 12 deeds. Who take the 12 deeds is like, then think about already this Buddha Shakyamuni is 4th Buddha, only 4th Buddha. So the already 3 Buddhas being passed. So this Buddha Shakyamuni is 4th one. And then another like 1,000 Buddhas coming, So that's all have to follow by 12 enlightening deeds. Then Buddha taught the teachings, many beings already enlightened, they also come to benefit us. That takes like Namanakaya form body, but they don't have to follow by these 12 enlightened deeds. So in this way, she is Dharmakaya Buddha because her own realization, pure of all negative emotions. She is Sambhonakaya Buddha because of the high realizers perceive Tara is Sambhonakaya Buddha, adorned with the marks and the signs. She is Namanakaya Buddha, emanating in whatever ways are necessary to charm the beings. So she can become Namanakaya. Tara's millions manifestation benefit other beings. So we are evoking this perfectly enlightened Supreme Mother Buddha, embodying the three kayas inseparably. Inseparably, appearing in the relative truth form Tara with the marks and the signs, we are seeking refuge and protection from this embodiment of the total omniscient wisdom of perfect Buddhahood. Vajra family. Going on lots of things there.
I think he has a.
So no,
We are in.
Vajra family is on the road. Appear in the relative truth form of Tara, with the marks and the signs. So we are seeking refuge and protection from this embodiment of the total omniscient wisdom of perfect Buddhahood. So who has vanquished all the obscurations and the habitual seeds that obstruct the realization of true nature, has purified all that is to be purified for self-benefit, and has realized all that is to be realized for others' benefit. So then Tara is purify all these two obscurations. Her own benefit is already perfectly, and also others' benefit also already perfectly awakened. Obscuration, the realization of the true nature, this purify all that is to purify for self-benefit, and has realized all that is to be realized for others' benefit. So that is already finished our teachings. Now is the this part is dedication. Though my inborn intellect and crudition is feeble. So this is talking about myself, okay? And though I lack the power to unfold the profound meaning of the instructions, my motivation is pure, so may the merit echoed by this become a cause for the benefit of mother sentient beings. That's all is my, talking about myself. That's fourth sentence. Because this is a commentary, so I did this commentary. Okay, this has a lot of mistakes, so of course this teaching, some is just like really basic, some talk about each sentence, but each sentence has so much meanings, not easy to explain. So my motive, I say, this is supplication to the automatic Illustrious Tara, elucidation of the 7 verses has been writing in reliance upon the oral instruction of the sublime realized master of India and Tibet. So I follow these teachings mostly this commentary I get from the, you know, the explain from this, followed by these teachings. Some is like India masters, some is Tibetan masters, included the Mahamudra, Apudesha, given on the bank of the Ganges River. So some is followed by this Ganges Mahamudra explanation and teachings. The four dharmas of Gampopa, some is also followed by four dharma Gampopa. I explained some part of four dharma Gampopa. And the three principal elements of the path. So that is a Tsongkha path. Three principle is the Tsongkha. As well as the present day teachings of His Holiness Dalai Lama. So he also, Dalai Lama talked lots about this interdependent teachings, emptiness. So some part of this I follow that one. As they say, however, through the holy beings for whom God and cow drawn are equal. Even if you offer the abundance of the four continents, abundance of four continents, it would not impress them. But if we retain some dharma that they hold in the awakened mind, then we will fulfill their awakened heart's intentions. Do you understand what it means, that one? So this quote is the use lots other some teachers, so I also follow that. And this quote is Mapam Nima, the scholar Mapam Rinpoche. He wrote the commentary for Maya Minka. The root text is come from the Shuanso. It's Shindarakita. Shindarakita has the root text for Maya Minka, and Mapam, the scholar, is Nima. He wrote the exactly this one, so I really like kind of so you can use this all these different kind of chords. You can use the other teaching like you really like, you can pick up that and explain, you know. That means like you are follow that, support that no one has copyrights. So what he says, the main point is he wrote that you know, Chintarakita's the middle way teaching. He wrote a commentary, so he put in there the holy beings means like this, all these master holy beings for whom God and the cow drew are equal. Drawn, right? Drawn is our equal.
Cow dung,
the cow's
yes.
pop cow's pop and the gore is equal for them, no difference for them.
Yes.
So that's great, right? So then even if offer the abundance of the four continents, if you offering to the Buddhas like four continents, they don't really it would not impress them.
Yeah, big deal, right?
You know, but yeah, no big deal for them. But if we writing some dharma they hold in the awakened minds, so that's big deal for them. So that's why, you know, So if we talk about the fourth sentence of Dharma, so that is a big day for them in their awakened mind, you know. But if we retain some Dharma that they hold in the awakened mind, then we will fulfill their awakened hearts intentions. So I pray that as the above verse expresses, we are able to accomplish the enlightening intentions and wish of the glorious lamas. And that means like myself are turned away from paths of negative actions and directed to the virtuous path. I pray that the merit of these texts become a cause for all old mothers, sentient beings to attain immediate and everlasting ultimate benefit and happiness. This was written by Khenpo Samdup at the Ohio Girl Jim Buddhist Learning Center in America on November 3rd, 2013. The translate by Vanessa Tamer was completed on the May 10th. May 10th is my birthday, 2014. That is exactly my birthday.
There you go. Happy
Okay, so
birthday,
we finished
Khenpo.
our teachings. Thank you, everyone. We go. Take too long. Happy
Ooh.
birthday. Takes how many weeks?
There are 17 videos.
17 videos. Wow.
Yeah.
So you are all have so much effort. So thank you, everyone, join that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Are
you.
you-
Thank you very much.
No,
Are you-
thank you, Khenpo.
That is a long teaching.
Thank you, Khenpo.
Yeah. So now, do you have any questions? We can discussion, and the time is also over.
Are you teaching tomorrow or are you taking a day off?
Tomorrow teaching, yes.
Okay.
We're teaching only one section tomorrow, the 11 to 1, then not 4 to 6.
Okay.
11 to 1 is I pick up one topic tomorrow I share with you, okay?
Okay.
You don't know which topic.
Mystery topic.
So that's great, right? You don't have to know.
Mystery topic.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
If you really want some